Hello, everyone. It's Sister Garver. Welcome to week 9. This week is a fairly light week as far as assignments. Not too many things that you have to do. We have this week, you're going to have your report on the academic skill plan for writing. So that one's pretty straightforward. You'll just kind of say what went well and what you might change in the future on that one. Remember, this week we are going to have our week 9 meeting, which is our second to last meeting. Our last meeting will be in week 11. Remember that if you attend the meeting live, you do not have to fill out the report other than to write I attended or something similar. But if you didn't come to the meeting, if you don't come to the meeting live, remember that you need to fill out all the questions. There's kind of the pre-meeting preparation questions and the post-meeting reflection questions. So make sure that you get both components done for that. And then I want to talk a little bit about the journals for this week. We've got 2 journal choices. Again, remember you can do both for extra credit if you want to. So Journal 19, Assertiveness, is fairly straightforward. This journal is going to give you a little scenario in which you're trying to register for a course and you're having difficulties with that. And it's going to give you 3 different ways that you need to, that you could possibly respond to the situation. There's the placating response, which is basically looking out for only other people's needs. And then there's the blaming response, which is fairly obvious. You're blaming somebody else for what's going on. And then we have what's called the leveling response. And this is the most important one because this is the one where essentially you explain your perspective in a reasonable way and then you ask for what you need in order to accomplish your goals. So in this imaginary scenario, you're going to be explaining why it's so important for you to get into this class so that you help the other person to understand your situation and hopefully to sympathize with you. And then you ask for what you need. In this case, is there a way that I can get into this class? And this is just kind of a practice exercise because most of us are going to fall into one of these 3 categories when we respond to a problem. There can be people who can be overly concerned with bothering people, and they will tend to fall into the placating response where instead of bother, I don't want to bother you, so I'm just gonna suffer through it myself and not get the problem solved. We want to try and avoid that if we can. Obviously, the blaming response doesn't help either because it doesn't get things done. So we really want to work on practicing that leveling response of, again, just explaining your perspective, saying why it's so important, and then asking for the solution that you're looking for or proposing additional solutions. So in this case, where you're trying to get into a course, if someone says, okay, well, it's not going to work, the course is full, then, you can ask what's the possibilities? Can I talk to an advisor? Can another section be opened? You kind of propose different solutions and see if you can get your needs met that way. So anyway, that's going to be the bulk of this journal entry here. The other one is called an active listening exercise. And this one might be a little more unusual for some people. This is basically just a practice conversation with yourself. So you're going to be pretending as though you're talking to someone else and you're talking about just some kind of a problem that you're having. There's an example conversation on here. And then I've also written one here a little bit just so you have another example. So basically you're going to start talking about a problem that you're having currently. And you're going to answer yourself, imagining that your inner guide is there speaking with you. And you're going to, through this, you're going to try and problem solve, first of all, expressing your feelings and your thoughts, and then after that, trying to brainstorm a solution. And your inner guide is just going to be a good listener. It's going to respond and not give you advice. And you're going to kind of work through your problem by imagining that you're talking it out with another person. And some of us do this all the time. Some of us have never really done this before at all. So wherever you are at in that, just kind of try to loosen up and just try it out and see how this exercise works for you. If you don't really have practice conversations with yourself, this might feel a little awkward, a little weird. But it can be a useful problem-solving skill when you're just trying to clarify your own emotions. Why do I feel this way? What am I really thinking? And are those thoughts helpful and are they useful to me? Are they helping me get towards a solution? So if you choose this journal, just kind of try that out and see how that feels. Again, imagining a conversation between you and your inner guide. Let me know if you have any questions about that one, because some people do feel a little bit unusual on that one. Okay, so that's what we have for week 9 this week. And you do not have a quiz this week, so yay, a little extra time. Let me know if you have any questions, but that's what we have this week for week 9, and I hope you have a great week. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.